Hello everybody, Garnet here, and welcome back to the Ultimate Survivor here on Scorched Earth. This is going to be one of, if not the actual final episode, that we have here on Scorched Earth because I actually did a lot between episodes, and I'm going to run a clip here that's going to show you exactly what I've been up to. After the last video, I decided that it was high time that we fully focused in on getting the last mutations done for the birds. I didn't want to just sit around and wait for more eggs though, so I figured I would go and grab a few groups of notes between each set of eggs that I checked. It ended up taking a few hours of getting mutations in every other stat than melee, but we finally got to lucky number 13. By the time we got there though, we only had one dossier and 16 more notes to find overall, the dossier being in the underwater cave by the red ob, the majority of the notes being over by the blue ob, and the final one being inside of the boss arena. We did have a superheat, and I decided to go searching for phoenixes that had spawned since the last ones. Unfortunately, they were both low levels, and one was even stuck under the mesh. I decided I would chalk it up to single player shenanigans though, and took it out so more could spawn. After that, I left the notes alone and decided to focus on just the mutations, and keeping an eye out for more phoenix spawns. It took a little bit of time, not as much as the 13th mutation, but we did get the 14th, and then miraculously, the first round from them brought us the 15th and final melee mutation. There is probably one more thing that is worth mentioning, and that is I had an opportunity to actually trap an alpha wyvern while I was over near the trenches. I knew that if I had left the area it was going to despawn, so I wanted to take advantage of it and get it trapped in there, and get our chibi the very first alpha experience it was going to get, which bagged us the glove skin as well as the alpha wyvern trophy to place on our wall. So yeah, we have all the 15 mutations that we won in our RGs. I have the Alpha Wyvern trophy up on the thing behind me. But not only that, but I've actually already bred out 19 of these boss birds, all fully imprinted, put into cryopods. The only thing I have left for them is to actually level them up. But while I was actually hatching them up, I also collected up an entire fridge full of almost hatched 193 to 195 wyvern eggs. So we're actually going to be using these to level them up inside of a little, you can see there's actually a box around these air cons down here now. Also, we have a Lystro, so I'll be able to get a little bit of a boost for that level. So I'm going to work on that a little bit over time. And of course, I'm definitely going to have to be making up those new saddles for these guys and have them prepared for the boss fight. I definitely underestimated the amount of resources that I'm going to have to get, so we're definitely going to be going with the lower level one of the two RG saddles, just to kind of make it so we can craft as many as we can. I know I have to craft this in my own inventory, but I'm going to place it in the smithy so I know exactly where to grab it. So if we actually are to do the math on these, I'm going to need 72,181 chitin, 89,034 fiber, and a whopping 168,435 hide to make 19 of these saddles. It does kind of make me question whether I want to make the whole 19, but I guess we'll just have to see how well I can collect those resources while I'm trying to make them. So I can already definitely tell you that I don't have everything that I need to make these things. So if I were to pull for the chitin, I'm pretty sure if I put this together, that's not nearly the amount that I'm going to need. Even if I were to combine it with the amount of keratin that I have, which is just another 9,000 that we have sitting around. Hide is still definitely not even anywhere near it, so we're definitely going to have to go and collect a lot more of all of that. I'm not really worried about the fiber. That's actually going to be a pretty easy one to go do. But yeah, it's going to be a long process. So I think I kind of want to try to make as many as I possibly can right now, and then we'll just have to keep a list and make sure we get enough by the time we actually go and try to fight the boss. Of course, we're also going to want to craft up a crafting skill potion. I'm going to use that immediately, and, well, actually, first of all, I'm going to try to pull for as many of these as I can. If I pull for 19 of them, it's only give me what I can possibly make. Okay, looks like I don't know exactly how many it says I can do. We can craft 4 right now. I don't know if it's because I'm full. I don't know if I'm actually low on stuff. I guess we'll see. We're going to use this real quick, and I'll craft those up real fast. They're all at least over 100. I'll take that for now. Is there a reason that we can only pull so many? It's the hides still that we're the most short on. Okay. I mean, we're still going to need that much more to even make some, so we're going to have to go and collect a lot here in a minute. Well, since I can't really walk, I'll have to bring you guys back in a couple minutes when everything kind of comes back to normal. And this right here is exactly why I'm not too worried about grabbing the amount of fiber that I need. I don't even have to be out here very long swinging, and I already get thousands of that within seconds. So even with the amount of time that I spent here trying to get all these mutations and everything done, only one Phoenix has decided to respawn after those last two. And I've actually already gone over and I've placed a pillar where I believe it is. So the next thing we need to go do is place down a trap on it. I don't even know what level it is, but I'm hoping that it'll end up being a really good one this time around. But we're going to go place a trap around it either way. That way we'll be prepared to either tame it or take it out if we have to when it does spawn. And that's what all of these other little pieces are for. So I'm going to go on over there really quick, and we'll place this down. And hopefully we'll be wanting to tame it when we actually get the chance. That would be amazing. And hey, if you guys do end up enjoying this one, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It makes a massive difference for the algorithm, and it means the world to me. So it's actually just right here. This little Dodic friend of ours is hanging out on top of it. Hello there, Dodic. I placed this at the spot where it seemed like it decided not to change its direction. Now, I know I could probably bring a parasaur over here, but honestly, this should be the spot. Maybe right in front of the pillar, actually, not exactly where it's at. More right here than anything else. So it does say attack. So it doesn't really say to... Oh, gosh. You're not even specifically trying to fight to fight me. You're trying to fight the Dodic. I'm sorry, but I have to kind of do what I gotta do. You guys started a ruckus, and I'm not gonna let it go. Okay, so what you need to do to put down a trap for a Phoenix, we're actually going to pick this up really quick, since it is going to be more in front of this. We kind of want to be putting a foundation about this far from it. I'm going to bring it down here. And then what you got to do is put a couple put a couple walls, right in front of this. We place one of the ceilings like that on that section. Okay, Terrorbird. You're going to cause trouble here too? Come on, dude. That's a level 10 Terrorbird. I would say that I feel bad, but that would be a lie. Okay, so, like I said, it does say attack. That should be kind of right in the middle here. I feel like I may have this perfectly set up, considering I don't actually have a parasaur scanning for it, but you do want it to be 2 ceilings high with one of those on the side. So I'm actually going to grab a couple more of these ceilings, just standard ones, build them up from here. And then since I'm planning on using a wyvern, I do want to actually use ramps, so I brought those instead of just having ladders. Wasn't sure how many I was going to need, so I brought 3 just in case. Then on the outsides of these, you put the tall door walls all around every direction, and then a normal ceiling on the top. So this should be the trap for the Phoenix. So when another heat wave comes in, a superheat, that should get stuck right inside of this. Where I could be preparing this with a bunch of oil jars, and then I could use my wyvern from there. But in my experience, I may not need it. Honestly, it probably would be nicer just to have it though, so I might bring a few. But it depends on how much time I have before the superheat shows up. But all I really should have to do is sit here and blast it with fire once it's in there, and we should be able to tame it. So until something like that happens, we're going to head on back to base. I'm going to grab up our scuba gear, the only time we're ever going to need the scuba gear, and we're going to head over to the Red Obelisk and finally do the underwater part of this map. There's literally just one Bob's note down there, and there's the one dossier for the Fasola. I'm going to be dropping off my rifle. We're going to be swapping over to the crossbow specifically just because I know that there can be some eels down in that water if I'm unlucky. So I'm going to make sure that I have something to fight back with. Grab our ammo. Also take a full stack of bullets for the pistol inside of the cave, just so that we're prepared for that. I'm not going to need 500 crossbow shots. Let's do 100. And then, considering I pretty much have a full set of scuba, I may as well take all of what I have here. So we've got our flippers, this, and that. So we have all what we need for one set of stuff for one trek down into that cave. Literally the only time this will get used. I'm pretty sure I will just grind them down once this is done. We're even just going to take Lunky over there, because Lunky is going to be what we're going to want to traverse inside the cave with. I think you can get... there are onyx in there. I may not get rabies, but honestly, I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I'm going to bring that just in case. I'm also going to specifically put all of the birds inside of a folder in here. I don't want there to be any chance that anything goes wrong. So, boss birds. And we'll put all of those in here just in case. I don't want to take them with me for the worst case scenario. Okay, I feel like we are pretty prepared to go and just get this done. I'm also going to be leaving Rebel back here. I don't want there to be any chance that something happens to her as well, considering what already happened to one of our Gerboas in the past. Let's head on out and get ourselves pretty much the very last of what we need. Oh, I don't know what happened here. I actually logged in, and a couple of my eggs and everything spawned at 50-50 and fell down here. I'm not going to question it more than anything else, so I'm just going to leave those there. Okay, so we have made it over to the Red Ob. We're literally just going to do this real quick and then gonna get on out of here. Hopefully we don't end up getting attacked by anything too crazy over here, but, I mean, okay, I see a Capro on the other side of the river. Maybe we want to try to take care of that before it even decides to come after me. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Alright, so let's quickly swap out our gear. It's not even that big of a hole, if I remember correctly. It's just kind of down. Oh, I can't see anything. Is it always this dark in here? Okay, never mind. It was just dark for a second. Let's go! I've been down here one other time. Just when we first played on this map, when it was released, and they said there was one down here. Oh, crap, we're stuck. Hold on. Come on, Lunky. Let's not be dumb, buddy. There we go. Okay. So we're kind of down here. I don't think it's that big. We can just go up here and we're already out, right? We're already in the cave? Yeah. And that's pretty much the entirety of the underwater bit. And I think I actually may have to put Lunky away. Wow, okay. I am glad that I brought some empty cryopods then, because, yeah, that could have been bad if I didn't do that. Also glad you're not carrying anything on you, bud. And here it is. The underwater cave added to Scorched Earth on the Ascended version of the map. Like I said, there is a Bob's note, and there is the Fasolasuchus note in here, and that is pretty much it. I think there's a chance that there could be drops in here, but considering this is single player, getting drops inside a cave is very, very rare, so here's the Fasola one. Grab that real quick. That is one of the two things that we're here for. And I don't even know for sure where the Bob's one is, so it may take me a minute to find it in here. It is a very cool place, to be honest. I don't know if you're allowed to build in here on official or anything like that, but if you wanted to try to build underwater, this area does have some pretty open areas, and it's kind of cool. It has resources, so I don't know. If you wanted to live here, you probably could. We may as well throw out the guy. Come on. Let's use you to explore a little bit, because it'll be a little bit easier than trying to do this on foot. So from what I saw, the Bob's note is kind of next to a waterfall, and it looks like the area is kind of more lit up, so I don't think it's going to be any of the ones over here. It could be that one. It very well could be this one. Let's check over here. Oh, I think... Am I seeing that, or is that something else? Am I crazy? No, I'm crazy. That's not it. Man, I tell you, trying to find this other note in here, there's not really anything else going on, which is kind of the whole thing. Like, I thought there could be some drops. Is this one? But there is a drop. Nice. I feel like that's super lucky to actually find one down here.
Wait, what?
As you can see, though, it's not all that great. What the hell's the deal with... That's a yellow drop, man. Why would it be... Okay, never mind. I won't complain. It's fine. Is that a drop in the water? I think that's a loot crate in the water. What? Okay, yeah, this is weird. I don't feel like this is supposed to be like this, but I'll take it. A Terrorbird saddle. Let's get out of this thing. We need to find that note and leave. Yeah, it looks like it could be right on this floor, maybe, given by what I just saw. I was just up here, though, wasn't I? Oh, yeah, there it is. Nice. Bob's note number 1. So both the notes inside of the red obelisk area are now completed. Let's get out of here. We got ourselves a couple drops, which is crazy. Didn't really, nothing to write home about, but we've got them. So, it is what it is. I'm going to put on the scuba and these just in case so I can see a little bit better. I don't know. There is the chance that the eels could have spawned now that we've been in here, but I don't really suspect that to happen. So let's go. Alright, let's climb up here. I'm more concerned about the potential for there being Deinosuchus or something right outside of here. Or another Capra to kind of grab us, but we're done. Look at that. The one and only other underwater part of this map. And I'll never need my scuba ever again. I'll meet you guys back at base. Okay, so with the one underwater cave finally out of the way, I am actually going to do what I said and just grind down all of my scuba gear. I'm going to go grab everything else that I even had for backups in here. Can't really complain about having extra space inside of my storage box. That should be all. No more use for you, my friend. Did I just put that inside of Rebel? I think I just did. Whoops. Lovely. Look at all that polymer. It's all gonna run. It's gonna all disappear eventually, but you know, we've got it for now. Alrighty. So considering we were able to make 4 of those saddles right off the bat, I'm actually very curious if I'd be able to make more of them now, since I've actually collected some more of the other resources. Not a whole bunch more. I would think if anything, maybe 1 or 2, but I don't really want to miss out on the opportunity to get those made. Why did that not go in there? Had a lag at the very moment I tried to do anything about it. You know what? I should also throw in the Terrorbird saddle. I'm not going to bother with that. Can I make any more of these if I pull for 4? Ooh, I can make another 3, actually. Not bad. Let's craft up 1 more of these, though, real quick. And we'll craft up those 3. And then what is exactly that we're short on? Okay, so it is the hide and even the fiber again. Okay. I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time getting that fiber, and that was at least another 3 of them, so I'll take it. And unfortunately, just like before, I have to wait right here until that wears off. So as you can see on here, I do still have everything that I had before. I do actually need to find all of the Bob's notes on this map, so I can actually get an extra 5 max levels. I think I have all but 1, so once we get that, I think that'll be added to our survival quotient as well, which will be awesome. And then, I'm not entirely sure if it means by all Explorer notes, I mean on every map, but we're on our way to do that. We'll be able to get those 10 max levels as well. And after that Alpha Wyvern that we took down, we did gain 1 max level from our chibi. And if we get that up 1 more time, we'll get another one. And we are free, but almost dead again. Okay, let's put away these antidotes. The cooked fish that I got in that 1 drop that I am never going to forget. Bush drop? I don't know what you're talking about. We'll drop all the ammo back in here, and then the saddle blueprint back in the smithy for now. I think I'm going to take these 7 saddles. And I'm going to actually show you guys the process that I'm hoping for each one of these RGs. So we're going to grab boss. Let's literally just grab boss 1. I'm going to gotta go in order, I think. Okay, here's boss 1. So we'll grab her first, and then we'll throw her out in there. The way that this seems to be at the moment is I have at least 4 of these wyvern eggs that I can use to level up these. Oh, okay, actually I'm very, very full. That makes sense. I'm carrying a lot of saddles. Lunky, hold on to the other ones other than the one I'm going to be giving to this current bird. Thank you. I'll be able to hatch up 4 of these wyverns and then feed it to the bird that I'm currently leveling. So, I mean, it should be the same amount of effectiveness for hatching these as it was when I first was hatching them. So they all should be... Oh, they're all... Okay, no, they're good. Okay. Within a few seconds. Let's let out number 1. And the reason that I built up a thing around here is odds are these birds are not going to be doing a lot of damage in the one go immediately. I mean, even with the 15 mutations, the extra 30 points in their base melee damage, I still have to make sure that these wyverns don't get away. And this is actually going to be the very first time that I'm going to check how much damage they do. Fully imprinted, unleveled, 671 base melee damage on an RG. They do 290 damage. You know what? That's actually very, very good. I'm very glad that we went for the 15. But like I said, the amount of health that we have on wyverns, they definitely try to take off. Ooh, and you know what? I just messed up on this because I was supposed to pet the Lystro and get the experience boost. Oh, crap. Yeah, I was supposed to be doing that from the very beginning, but it's okay. I'm actually very curious now. I should have actually let them grow a little bit because the thing where you can't collect baby bodies is still a thing. But you get about 40 levels, which is going to be enough to get all these RGs to level 300 by default. And that's at least the hope for now. Hopefully the other ones might be a little higher because I've done the thing correctly. But I want to put maybe, let's see, how many do they do in health per level? Alright. They're not going to be extremely tanky birds, but considering how many of them I'm going to have, and they're all going to have... 1,000? Maybe what I will do is we'll do 15 into health, and then the 25 into melee, which does 1,109% damage for these RGs. And, okay, 15 levels brings them up to 8,000 health. So 8,000 health and 1,100 melee damage percent at level 300 RGs. This is absolutely crazy. I actually am curious, now that they've actually been leveled up that much, I just want to go hit something. I want to get an idea of how much they're going to do each, potentially against the Manticore, and I'll have 19 of these bad boys all at the same time. And boom, 360 damage each. So 360 times 19, dude, that's going to be, they're going to be monsters. I mean, of course, the Manticore is a little bit faster, and yes, a lot of people usually end up using Wyverns for this fight, but considering the Manticore does also stop every now and then, and these guys will be a little bit better with their torpor, that's kind of the whole point of this, to be honest. They don't get knocked out like Wyverns do against the Manticore. Not nearly as fast, anyway. These are going to be absolute monsters, so I'm looking forward to actually having the whole 19 of them, and then going over and taking on the boss. We're going to pick you up now that you've actually had your leveling done, and it should be pretty easy to level up the other ones that I have, considering, well, only 4 Wyverns was enough to get 40 levels on top of what we had, so I just got to do some cleanup. I'll have to remember that maybe we give it a second between... oh yeah, we give it a second before we start trying to attack them. Just because, yeah, I'm going to have to collect them up by hand like that each time. We'll grab a saddle. We'll grab 4 eggs out of the fridge. And we'll go level this one up as well. I'll do the rest of these off camera, but I think this is kind of interesting. Considering it's kind of what my plan is just going to be in general now. We'll just level up all of the birds this way. They'll all be prepared to go fight. About the same amount of experience and everything. Should be good. And if I time it right, it's almost just enough time between each cryo. Okay, looks like you're still turned on, Lystro. Let's throw out number 2. There you are, number 2. Here's your saddle. Okay. Fast learner. Should I actually wait, or should I not even care? I mean, I am going to have to do it 19 times. 18 more now. Screw it. Just go for it. Just kind of trying to make sure they're all kind of in the same spot. Makes it a little bit easier if I only have to swing my pike once or twice. Okay, and with the fast learner, okay, we got 42 levels, so it's going to be a little bit higher than Boss 1, and honestly, a little bit of a difference between things here and there is not a big deal, so we'll do 15 here first. And then the rest into melee, no matter what. So some will hit a little bit harder, and some will hit the same as the others, but I'll take it. I will gladly take it. So I was actually considering crafting up one of these Ascendant chainsaws, the absolute max ones, because I feel like it's going to be the best bet to get ourselves the maximum amount of hide whenever I go out and try to collect some. We are a little bit short on some of the resources you can see on the top there with the polymer, electronics, and the cementing paste. I think I can make that cementing paste pretty easily, but I'm also going to need a lot of chitin. I feel like it's going to take a good amount of grinding, but I definitely could pull that off. So that would have to be 800 metal and 2,400 pearls. How many pearls do I have? Oh, I've got enough pearls. So I can just craft up the rest of the electronics that I need. That one's not going to be that big of an issue. How much did it say I needed exactly? 865. It's going to take a while, and this thing's going to be loud for a bit, but I can definitely do that. 865. Pull. That's crazy. Okay, we'll let this thing just kind of work on that for a little bit. How are we on... I mean, I'm going to need the chitin for the actual saddles, but it could be worth using up a bunch of good amount of the chitin to make the chainsaw so I can get even more chitin. How much more cementing paste did I need from one of these total? 1,031. Honestly, that's not that bad. So So if I pulled to make 200 of these, I'm short on stone. But I can make 96 crafts. So that got me just shy of 600, which makes sense, because each craft is 6 of those now. How much more do I need exactly? 455. Okay. The biggest thing is going to be the polymer, but that's the same thing as the chainsaw. If we use the chainsaw to get polymer and chitin from mantises out in the desert, we should be able to get plenty of that. So I can use the other chainsaw that I currently have to help working towards the new chainsaw that I want. Endless cycle, I swear. And if it weren't for the fact that we were planning on leaving this map, I wouldn't want to spend this many resources on one thing. But it's going to make trying to get all the resources we need for the saddles that much easier. So it's definitely going to be worth it. So I need a bunch of stone, and one of the updates that they added with the Phoenix breeding update, they also made it so that Dodics, while they're carried by Argies, will literally collect endless amount of stone as long as the Argie can handle it. And, yeah, I'm going to collect a bunch of stone now. There's also another creature that they added to this particular map. I've not actually run into one quite yet, but the Drakelings have been added to this map, and I do have them I do have the DLC for them. So I would actually, if I see one, I'll try to tame one, but we're not going to try to take them with us to Extinction. Because in Extinction, after we have been to Aberration, pretty much we're going to be having another creature on our shoulder the entire time. Or at least that's the hope and the plan. Alright, Dodic. One full round. How much did you actually collect during all that? Whoa. So each row is 3,000. 3, 6, 9, 12,000, 13,000. That's pretty good. That is pretty good in one run. Holy crap. And yeah, that would have taken 2.5 runs to actually collect all this in one go before. Actually double that because it would have stopped at half weight. I love the fact that it doesn't stop now. It's so nice and so convenient. How are we doing on this? It's still got hundreds to go. Okay, let's make more of the cementing paste also. When all that's done, we'll have enough cementing paste and enough electronics. Let's go work on the polymer. So let's actually go grab the chainsaw we currently have, fly out to the desert, and fight some mantises. And I guess maybe while I'm headed up that way, I can grab the notes that are by the blue obelisk as well. Let's take 75. Alright. Put that on 7. And we'll take Cinder, because she will be able to just roast them, and then we can collect from their bodies after the fact. We'll follow the river on the way up there, we'll grab a few notes on our way out, and then maybe the rest on the way back, which should guarantee that we have all of the bop notes. We'll be able to check that on our implant, I'm pretty sure. All the while, we're also keeping an eye out, and an ear out, for the superheat that we may be able to go and tame the Phoenix at. Again, assuming that it is a good enough level Phoenix. I kind of just want to know if I'm able to set up the trap like this just using the DNA scanner, and if so, I'll be able to use it for each one going forward so I don't have to chase them down. Okay, there should be a note over here somewhere. You can always kind of tell by the ruins. Yep, without a doubt, there it is. Rockwell record. Thank you. Oh, there it is. I see a little archway. Perfect. I don't think that Cinder's going to get any experience for this one. Just grab that real quick and move on because that sounded like a terror bird. Roast the terror bird. You do not need to be anywhere near me, thank you. So that actually just leaves 11 more notes in general, which is pretty much a big circle right around the blue obelisk, and then one right underneath it. So honestly, we'll probably grab that on our way out of here, like I mentioned. Let's try to get ourselves some polymer while we're out and about, though, like we said we were going to. And also get ourselves more chitin, because I just used a bunch to make the cementing paste. Roasty toasty. All of the things around here. So if I use this current chainsaw, and I collect from a scorpion, how much do I get from one? About 300 chitin from that one, okay. That's not bad, to be honest. Drop all this off onto the wyvern, okay. I keep switching between wyvern and wyvern, I'm so used to saying wyvern, but I'm pretty sure the correct way to say it is wyvern. So I keep correcting myself. I just don't know, man. How much do I get from some Arthros? I kind of feel like they would give me a good amount, right? Or am I just assuming? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, they're doubling what the Scorpions give me. That's all well and good, but that's not exactly what we're here for. Let's find some mantises instead. How many things of organic polymer do we get from these guys with this chainsaw? That both? That is both. Fantastic. 168. Still going to take quite a few of these guys to get as much as I'm going to need, but it is a significant amount, not going to lie. It's probably going to take more than what I'm going to get out in one run up here. Especially if they're not going to spawn any more mantises anywhere for me. Oh, there's a death worm. Maybe, if it actually stayed. Yep, sure did. Good. A lot of the time, they don't end up staying. So, we need to actually keep this one accountable. I mean, the whole point of me actually making up the other chainsaw is to get more chitin, so if I'm going to be out here, I may as well get more chitin from these guys, too. Not that I'm necessarily wishing for it, but fighting an alpha deathworm is something I said I'd like to do. Alright, let's go collect from this before something happens to its body. Oh, it's only giving me hide, and it's not even all that much hide. Crap. Alright, well, for some reason I thought I was going to get chitin for that, but not so much. Okay. Yeah, all I had to do was take a little step closer to the sand. I mean, we have experience boosts. If we're going to be taking them down, now's the time. I would love to get another level while I'm here. Considering I have hardly gotten any at all this entire map. I know when we get to Extinction, I'll be having Gigas and Carcass and stuff to work with, and that'll probably help me get more levels, but until then, this is what we've got to work with. Why did it stop collecting? Oh, crap. Meat. I don't really need the horns anymore. Oh well. Keep collecting. I guess I must have, since I hit it with the wyvern last time. Wyvern? See what I mean? I keep saying both. It used up the majority of the resources by the time I used that, I guess. My bad. Still gonna need a lot of hide anyway, so every opportunity I can get. Let's see. We need to be doing this. Definitely important. Keep forgetting to actually swap scanning stuff to the correct thing that we're after. So obsessed with finding the phoenixes that I keep forgetting I can just do this to find what we're after today. Could you not come and bite me? That would be great, buddy. Got anything cool in this bag? No. Nope. What you doing? Get on them. Thank you. Bite. Stupid snake almost trying to get me and knock me out. We don't need that. Okay, we're actually very full right now. Oh, crap. Why are you coming up out of the trench? I actually don't need any more lightning wyvern talons. I'm pretty sure I have 16 of those now. So, we're going to need to go back home. I didn't realize that we're going to be this full this quick, but we're going to have to take a few trips because I don't think this is enough. I think this might be more like a sixth of what I'm going to need total, so... I mean, if I grind these down, that'll help as well. These also give me polymer. Let's drop a couple things that I definitely don't need at the moment, like the sulfur. That's about it. Okay, we gotta go back home. It's gonna be a slow and kind of long trek, but we'll be back there in a bit. I was gonna grab those other notes, but I'm a little far away now, and we're kind of full, so we'll have to grab those in a minute. I'd like to make sure that we at least finish this episode off by grabbing all of those notes and having all the talons and everything ready, so that if we don't end up doing this one, I'm not sure if I cut it in at the end or not for the fight, but we'll at least fight in the next one. And I keep forgetting about this very amazing feature. I could have just been letting this happen this whole time. I've been holding the keys. I did not have to. It is going to take some time to remember all of these features, to be honest. There are a lot of very good quality of life things that have been added that I just forget exist because I'm so stuck with my 5,000 or so hours in this and Evolved. It's nice to have, though, not gonna lie. Oh man, we're gonna have to pull everything that we have into individual boxes. I'll grab everything else other than the organic polymer. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, that would make me way too heavy. Okay, I'll pull that in a minute. Okay, so after all this time, where are we at in here? Oh, this one's finally done. Great, I can turn that off. It is quiet, and I love it. Alright, so let's put the... now that I've used up all the hide that I had, this is open again. Kind of good to know, because it was full. Hide, I don't have any more to pull in there. That's what we have, and we're not even halfway done with making all that we need for saddles. Holy hell. Okay. Polymer. This one's the big one. We need both of kinds of polymer. Organic polymer, all of it. Pull. Polymer. Pull. The box is not 100% full. Problem is, I'm going to need more than one box to make a single one of these chainsaws, I'm pretty sure. So if I try to pull for one of these, it says we're just short 3,000 polymer, which that is 31 or 32 stacks of the polymer that we don't currently have. Now there's stuff I'm going to throw into the grinder right now. What else did I just put in there that I didn't want to put in there? I accidentally put something else. It's probably nothing. Gasoline. That's what it was. Yeah. What does this give me? So that is actually another 400 just by itself. Do I have anything else that might grind down for some polymer? Yeah, I don't know why I'm trying to keep this right. I can't use right on this map. It is not worth trying to do. Those will work. Okay, that's brought us closer. We needed 3,000 before. This is another 889. Anything else? I guess while I'm looking at it, so we need 2 more fire talons and 4 more poison talons. Alright, so if we got ourselves another 800, we actually just going to need another... Well, I can just look at it. What exactly does it ask for? 2,290. Do I actually have any normal obsidian to make polymer with? I don't think I have much, to be honest. Let's see if I try to pull for 100, what it would do for me. Oh, how about 1,000? I can craft... I don't know how much it's... it's only did 100. Oh. That is still a lot more than I thought. That's 200 and... what? 236? That does make a difference. Considering I'm also going to need space inside this thing to pull into, I don't know if it's going to allow me to do it. Well, I've actually almost leveled up from all this, so we're going to go grab more of these notes and then get more polymer real quick. We'll come back. I'll show you if I can actually craft up the chainsaw, considering the space. I don't know if I do know that Pull It does ignore the weight limits, but I don't know if it'll ignore the slot capacity. I guess we'll see. I should probably remove this thing on the map that says Phoenix, because that's not even true anymore. I'm also pretty sure there's a note like, right next to where that was, so I probably could have left it till after that. Oh well. Ah, yep, note's right there. Probably inside where I'm not going to be able to get it without hopping off myself. That's okay. I guess I could probably try to land on that. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Can we get this for Cinder? Oh, yeah, actually we did. No? That didn't give it to Cinder? Did that not actually open it then? I thought I heard the opening sound. I guess I didn't. I'm crazy. The hitbox for my Wyvern is not quite in the right spot, so I can't make it work. Unfortunate. But we got it, though. One is a Dakea note, which could potentially be grabbed by my Wyvern. Gonna count? No. No, it's not. Alright, same deal. Boop. And then, what's the other note over here? And then there's another note kind of off to the side of this, with this in a small bit of ruins. It's not even part of this one anymore. Next is some salt crystals. That's the one I just grabbed. Oh no, the salt crystal's right there. So it should be right... Yep, it's kind of really tucked into this corner here. Yeah, I can't get it with them. Man, a lot of these are too tucked away. What's on the outside of the ruins? I might actually be able to pick this one up with Cinder if we're lucky. Maybe if we back up on it from this side. Hey, yeah, now we got some for Cinder. Nice. Just a little bit of extra experience while we're out and about trying to fight stuff. That one should be Cinder grabbable. Uh-huh, got it. Lovely. Woohoo! Okay, there's one pretty much right underneath the blue beam here. Just a little bit off to the side. Should be kind of pretty much looking at it. Ah, there's little ruins right there. Yep, there it is. Very hidden in all of these trees. Kind of why I didn't grab these ones yet. So there should be one of those question mark futuristic Helena ones around here somewhere. Not entirely sure where. Oh, is that it? That right down there? Yeah, it's kind of hidden. Not all that hidden, but hidden enough that I didn't see it right off. Let's take this tree down, because I really just can't see it in here. There we are. Let's pick up this one. Lovely. Should definitely have this one by now. They're not standing up by default, right? Normally? Explorer note, question mark 14. Okay. We got this one. I'm pretty sure that the next one is the final Bobs. The only way I'll know for sure is we'll double check if we get the extra levels unlocked by grabbing it. Ah, yeah, there it is. I'm pretty sure this is the last Bob's note from the map. Is it actually, though? Am I going to get those levels? I'm pretty sure I've collected all the Bob's notes on this map, so I don't know. I'm going to have to actually check where they all are. I don't know if something happened with that. I can't actually look in my notes at those Bob notes, which is weird. You'd think you'd be able to. Oh no. What happened to this? Bob's Frontier Tales 10. Oh, you know what? So I definitely have grabbed this one, but I did have a crash at one point, I remember, and it's possible that it got rolled back to before. So there is one that I'm missing. I will go collect that, and we should have all those levels. There's just one more over here that's not the Bob's that I need to get, and we'll be done with all the other notes. Oh, sorry, no, 2 more notes, and then I'll be done with these ones over here. There's a Decaya note here. I think it was underneath this. Yeah, there's no way Cinder would have been able to fit down there. Aw, it's not going to give it to Cinder, is it? Okay. I mean, that's all the notes from this map, except for the one Bob's one that it decided that I don't have anymore. So I'm going to go grab that right now. I know we're supposed to be going out and grabbing ourselves more of the organic polymer. That's kind of what we came out here for. But at the same time, knowing I need to go grab one more of these kind of makes me want to go make sure I do it before I forget. Sad part is, this one's actually almost right back by the base. Between the trench and the base is where this one is. And this plateau right here is actually usually the one that I grab first. So I'm very surprised that this is the one that they decided to take away from me. You found all the Bob's Tall Tale notes plus 5 max levels. Cool. That is confirmation right there. We have everything except for the one inside of the boss arena collected for Scorched Earth. So sure enough, all of these have been collected. All of these. All of these. And all of these. Fantastic. I'm actually going to do a save, and actually even a backup save, because I don't want to have that happen again. So, with everything kind of being focused on, I'm going to head on back out to the desert. We're going to get the rest of what we need for the organic polymer to craft up this chainsaw, and then we'll see if it'll allow us to actually do that. It also gave me a level, which is fantastic. I have been putting some into crafting skill. I'm going to put one more into it after I level up once. At least having 150% on that is not bad, in my opinion. And now that we just unlocked 5 more max levels, I feel even less bad about putting it in there. So does that actually show up underneath the... Oh, it's lit up now. Okay, cool. That is good to know. Ooh, 3. That works out well. As long as I try to kind of get the distance so they don't accidentally... Okay, yeah, they collected each other. That was not what I wanted. And we got more vultures I have to fight off as well. Alright, that works. Yeah, that's the biggest concern about trying to collect a bigger group of them, is if I don't time it right, they're going to frickin' hit the one in the front. I'm going to miss out on it. I'm getting a little bit heavy again. Let's see. Meat. We'll drop all of them. I don't even need the horn. I'm not even going to use that. Meat. This can go. Those can go. You can only get so many per run, to be honest. We're almost to the point where what we needed, though, to actually be able to craft the thing. I would really love an opportunity to actually try to check out that Phoenix, though, by the end of the episode, but it really all comes down to luck. Okay, there's no way that these two here won't be enough to... I just saw that. If I get off of this thing, I'm going to be attacked by a deathworm. I am pretty confident in that. Whoop! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Whoa! Heavy. Can't move. No. No. Stupid snake. Okay, it didn't actually decide to come out for me, which is nice. Kinda thought it was going to. Alright. So now is when we go back. I don't really think I can carry anymore at this point, and I wouldn't mind fighting that deathworm, but we don't need to. Let's go back home. When did I stop tracking the... whatever. Yeah, I don't remember stopping tracking the Oasisaur, but it was gone. And don't forget to do that. Great. Let's go! It feels really weird to not be having any of my hands on stuff. I can just clap. It's all still happening around me. Oh, man. What do I do with my hands? Ooh, kind of like the colors on that wolf outside. Only level 60, though. What a shame. Now... oh my gosh, I just actually fell through his wing. Okay, let's go on up here. I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, I should be able to pull for everything to make this, chainsaw. I'm going to put everything that I have collected in my own personal inventory in boxes. And I can't. Oh, man. The box is full because I'm collecting everything that I need for this. But I can actually run again, which is great. So I've crafted up all that I can. Let's make one of these. How about it? Oh my god, really? Is the cementing face not done yet? Hold on. So we gotta make 109. 109 more. What happened to that? I could have sworn I just did that. Oh, did I literally use that to make... I think I literally used that to make the polymer. Yeah, that's what happened to that. Oh, it's done. Come on, moment of truth, please tell me. Oh, so it will allow me to. It definitely ignored that. I'm also going to craft up another one of these. Do I need to fully? No. Am I going to anyway? Yes. Let's do this. Oh, that was a very, very expensive chainsaw. And we're going to end up taking this with us as well to aberration and to extinction. For sure. Yes, max level, max damage chainsaw. The best it possibly could be with a 200 durability. I feel like that's actually pretty good. And this one actually is even better. But that is fine. That is a pretty good durability for max. Now, I can't move because we have to do this whole thing again. So we'll bring you guys back in a couple minutes again. Now, honestly, if I only had a pair of sheep, that would be amazing. Maybe I should check if there are any Ovis on the map. And if there are, I could probably try to breed some up and pump into hide. I meant health, not hide. I can get hide for that. So are there actually any Ovis on the map? They don't typically... Ovis? Ovis. No. I was going to say, they don't really last very long on this map if they do survive, so maybe not. So actually, now that I think about it, the best way, I think, to do a test for this is we know that if we were to take down a scorpion, they gave us about 200 chitin with the last chainsaw. How much does it give me now that this chainsaw is 3 times as good as the previous one? I'm also curious how much I'll get just from a Morellatops of hide. I'm just going to blast a bunch of things around here, kind of get an idea of what to expect. Morellatops, hide, 500 immediately as well. Sabertooth, another 400. Yeah, this works super quick. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from a maxed out chainsaw. Not gonna lie. Ooh, those actually are very helpful because they give me keratin and hide. Oh, keep that in mind. Oh, and racers are going to be big help for this too, huh? I'm just going to go around and roast everything. I don't think that there's really any reason not to. Did I burn myself? Oh my god. I should have known. If that happens for... Oh my god, I almost died from that. Just like that happened with the lightning wyvern, don't hop off in the middle of using your attack. Holy crap. Racer! How much hide are you going to give me, sir? Ooh, 1,600 from a single racer. Nice. That wasn't even a high level one. This was definitely worth all the resources that I sunk into it. It's getting me stuff back so much faster than I would have expected. I kind of feel like I need to be doing only the things that are going to be the most efficient. Because I would imagine that repairing this thing is going to be extremely expensive. What does it say just for the amount I've done so far? 220 polymer? Yeah, that's going to be a really expensive thing. We probably only have one full use of this, so we should probably only use it on stuff. Specifically on things that are going to give us the most in one go. I did it again. Ah, that was stupid. I am straight up going to die from this guy. Get myself killed for my own wyvern. 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 Whatever. It doesn't matter. Definitely unfortunate that there's just no office around. That would have been the best source for this. Racers do give us 1,600 per. If I actually end up just hunting them down, I can get a whole bunch of hide and probably focus in on that. Considering just how much more hide I'm going to need compared to all the rest of the resources for these things, I feel like that's definitely something I should use this very valuable chainsaw on. Man, I think it's another rain like it was when I started this episode. Don't get me wrong, that's a pretty good event compared to some of the others. Oh man, I roasted myself again. Pretty good event compared to others, but we literally want a superheat because I want to check out that Phoenix. But here's the deal. I'm going to keep on just collecting a whole bunch of the materials that we need for our birds. And I'll bring you guys back in when we actually have a superheat event so we can check out the Phoenix. Because I'm pretty sure it might still be the only one. There might be another one that spawned. I don't know. I haven't checked. But let's definitely bring you guys back in a little while. So I'm bringing you guys back in right now because as I was trying to level up one of the RGs, I literally got jumped by a Drakeling in here. And I don't want our Lystro to get killed. So I'm going to grab our Lystro, fly it up out of here if it will allow me to. Okay, yeah, that's actually concerning. It's still going to chase the Lystro out of there. Dude, come on. I don't want to let my Lystro die. How far will this thing chase me? Also, will it let up on it and let me tame it? Since it's already in my base, I might as well let it do it. I might as well try, right? So, hold on. No, you're still going to chase the Lystro up there? I don't want that. Hold on. Okay, you're going to give up now? I need to pull a... Nope, it's still going up towards it. I can tell. Come on. Back this way. I mean, I could try to go out and tame another Lystro if this thing does get it killed, but holy crap, that was not supposed to happen. Scared the absolute crap out of me. Hold on, Summer Drakeling. Don't do that. Hey, leave my little buddy alone. Craft a torch. Just one torch. Anything. Just give me... Hello. I need to probably put my, No, hold on. God. Okay, that was bad. You're trying to kill me now. Well, I shouldn't have put down the Jerboa. That was probably stupid. Now I'm going to have this thing chase me for a long time until I lose it. Which is not going to happen because I'm not all that fast right now. Shut the door. Make sure everyone passive. That's cool. That's fine. What the hell, man? These things are... Yeah, it's not leaving my Lystro alone. Oh my god, it's going to kill the Lystro. I did not expect this thing to make it inside of my base. Nothing has made it inside my base since I originally crafted this whole place. How the hell did this just happen? No. Leave it alone. I don't even know what level this thing is. It may have seen it, but... Oh my god. Chaos. Absolute chaos has ensued right now. Okay. I mean, we're a little bit heavy right now, actually. I should probably try to drop some stuff off in case I am going to try to tame this thing. I just don't know where it went now that I lured it away from there. Oh no, it's right here. Is it trying to still get into my Lystro? I'm not going to let it do it. Take my eggs. Hi. You gonna try to have me tame you? What are you doing? Lovely. Harvest experience. Yeah, that's pretty easy around my base. I just realized I really want to try to grab some cooked mutton, because I know that is the best thing, or not the best thing, but one of the best things to tame this with. I have some time before I have to feed it, so maybe I'll actually go grab some kibble, because I have some left. That is probably better. Yep, that is much better. Just one more thing. What do you need? If you're going to ask me to kill something, I don't know if I'm going to find something in time. Kill experience. Okay, sure enough. Let's grab some ammo real fast for my pistol, and I don't need both of those. Just one is enough. Cool, let's go. We did have some stuff outside of our gates at one point. I don't think there's a lot. I don't think there's a far way to have to travel outside, so let's give it a shot. I definitely wasn't planning on taming one of these, like I said before, but it kind of just showed up and presented itself, so what else was I going to do about it? Come on, present me with something. You. Dodic. Reload faster. Come on. That doesn't really help with the fact they get all balled up and I can't do a lot to it, so... Morellatops. There we go. Alright, cool. I wasn't sure if that was going to work, but I'm glad we had the scope on this thing. What level was this guy? Okay. I mean, it was only like level 80? That's okay. We have a Drakeling. That was not the plan. I don't even actually know what the summer ones do, but we have a Drakeling, and I love it. Let's run back to base. Now, what does the summer one do now that I actually am holding on to one? Movement speed and CC effect duration. Minus 25% CC effect duration? What does that mean exactly? I don't know. But look at this. We have extra movement speed. I'm actually a very big fan of that. That's literally something that I was wanting. So we'll take it. And then we now have a nice little buddy that I wasn't planning on getting today. Did I repeat that enough? I think I repeated it enough. Okay, we're going to make sure you go back to passive, little guy. You almost caused an actual ruckus and destroyed a whole bunch of stuff in my base, but it is nice not to have to worry about falling damage, not going to lie. I like your colors, though. I didn't even notice you were bluish-green. That's amazing. Alright, the Lystra, where did it end up? Did it actually get killed? No, I put it on the top of the Oasasaur, and then I used the bird. Yeah, I used Boss 4 to help me. Okay, back to what I was doing, honestly. Okay, so I was actually being kind of reckless and fighting a Titanosaur to try to get some more hide, but I just realized that we have ourselves a superheat. So I'm actually going to head on over and check on the Phoenix and see if it's actually inside of the trap. I didn't put a marker on it, but it's the only one that's been showing up while I scanned for it, so we should be able to find it very quick. I really hope that we actually have an opportunity to actually tame this thing and not just take it out. Considering we are almost done with this map, if we don't have any good luck, I don't think I really want to hang around specifically to get the 2, as much as I said last time that I really want to make sure that I get it. But we'll just see what happens today. Oh, okay, so it does look like the Phoenix is... Oh, yeah, it's stuck in the trap. What level is that Phoenix? It's pink. It's in the trap. Please be at like 145 or something. It's 120. Okay, you know what? I did not settle for the 115 before, but a 120 Phoenix for our first Phoenix. I think I am going to take it. And if we can get a better one before we leave this place, then awesome. But if not, it is what it is. It's going to take a minute just because I was already kind of low on stamina by the time I got over here. But as long as we kind of just keep hitting it, we should make sure that we actually tame this thing. I also have to find the perfect spot to aim to make sure the whole blast hit the whole time. Come on, we are almost there. Just a few more blasts and we should have a new friend of ours. Whoa. 97.2. One more. Yeah. Nice. So, a female Phoenix 180. I want to put her into a cryopod before this stupid thorny dragon caused me problems. Slow metabolism. Okay, interesting. Thank you very much. So that means I'll actually use up the stuff a little bit slower than normal. We've got things around here now. Good lord. Okay. Well, it wasn't really about a max level Phoenix, but it is 180 right out the gate, and it is a female. So honestly, I'm glad that we at least have one. It does have some crazy colors, and I'm very happy about that. Is there another one on the map right now? There actually is. At least if we can figure out where this thing is, I can decide whether it's a female, it's a male. Oh, it's right here. It's a female. It's a level 40. Okay, I will definitely not be dealing with a level 40. I do like the color, but the other one being 120 and then coming out of 180 after the tame, I still will take that. If we can get us, if we're able to get ourselves a good high level male phoenix and combine stats and stuff, it could end up still coming out over level 200, and that's kind of what I at least want to go for. Okay, now that that one's gone. Oh, there's another one? Where did they all come from? There were none spawning for so long, and now there's 3 on the map at once? That's insane. Oh, hello. It's a 30 female. Come on. I'm glad that at least the one that I decided to try to trap was the highest level one. Because it would have sucked to have one of these in there. Okay, there we go. Now are they all again? Yeah, that was all of them. Okay. We got the best of the 3 that existed right now, and we're just going to give it some time, and hopefully we'll get ourselves a high-level male before we leave here. All of those were female, though, so I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that potential, but let's grab this drop real quick, which has nothing that I really want to keep. Honestly, since we're not going to be here, I'm not... Let's go back. It's fine. Oh, and there she is. I really do love the way that she kind of looks like. She looks like she's got dark feathers with a pink flame and kind of bluish tail feathers. I think that really, she came out really, really cool. I'm glad that we went for this. Also, the fact that we have the extra movement speed with our little buddy here. I mean, I'm already kind of carrying a lot for her at the moment, so we have to worry about that. Let's use her really quick to go and grab this treasure, and then we're probably out of time after that, to be honest. I'm going to drop half of this meat, but then give the other bit to her. She's not going to eat it, but she's going to actually cook it for me, which is going to be kind of crazy. Let's take off towards where this treasure map's going to be. Let's check where that is real fast. Not super far, but it'll be good enough to actually give a good test to our Phoenix. So if I actually hold the space bar, we kind of fly off like a jet. And if I go into K mode, we just keep going. That is... amazing. I love the look of this Phoenix. I'm glad we found this one. The Phoenixes also have the ability, they can cook your metal, they can cook all the food, they can actually also, when they poop pearls. Whether they're silica or black pearls, it's kind of random. It's kind of crazy though. I love the fact that that's something that we can do, and you can braid out some crazy colors just like this if you actually get a pair of them. Let's see, let's land right here. They used to be you can actually even land these things on the ground. Now you can land them and breed them. Crazy. That's not a bad Megatherium saddle blueprint. I'll hold on to it. I think that's really all I really need to worry about with that one. Let's head on back to base before anything else happens to us. I have another canteen, right? Yes, I do. Great. Oh, but I cannot believe that we are almost at the end of Scorched Earth. Well, I'm also glad that we actually got ourselves a good... okay level Phoenix today. Honestly, 180 is not bad, and I do like her colors. It's pretty crazy, still kind of part of the event, and I will take it. So hopefully in the next one we'll have an opportunity to tame ourselves a male. We'll also get the rest of our talons, and maybe we'll even try to take on the boss next time. But as for this one, if you guys did enjoy, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you've got anything to bring up about this series or anything else on the channel, please do so in the comments below. I always love hearing from you guys. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!